Good evening. It's kind of cold out today. Might wear a jacket again. Anyway, today we're watching Leaflit.
Exposes leftist professor and gets attacked live on stage.
Michael Knowles exposes his professor point blank to her face live on stage.
I love watching college professors get fucking owned by people in debates. It's actually the best.
She accuses him that his speech
because they're so smug. You know, chat, like they're always so smug. Like they're so confident that they're right. It's beautiful seeing them get torn down. It's just
violence.
I'm faculty here. I also support our protester in the back.
There's a student in the back with a sign claiming hate speech equals violence. First, we don't know what hate speech is. That cannot be legally defined.
But yes, because of the
You
reasons
think that
I'm
speech
talking
is violence?
Oh yeah.
no, I think that
That's what that sign says.
the conversation that you're having is oppressive.
So there's the claim. The conversation you're having is oppressive.
And
So I am oppressing
contributes-
people by what I'm doing. I am exerting violence on people by my speech.
I mean, that's how they justify it, right? That's how they justify basically committing violence against people for
Sort of. Sort of. It's more of a, a gray area, like many things in life. But it depends, when Charlie Kirk said, prowling blacks, going after white people in America, I consider that violence. But this kind of rhetoric, this speech, it upholds our racist, violent institutions. That's why it's sort of violence. It's propping up the violence. That's it.
people who they don't agree with speech-wise, they justify violence by saying that you are being violent to them.
What the sign says, and that's what you just said.
It
Yeah, you
contributes
just
to
say
the
that
protesters
about
saying
anyone
that's
you
exactly
don't
what
agree
it is.
with.
Because here's the thing, right? Think of it this way, right? It might sound like really retarded to you, but like think of it this way, Sean. If I told you that, if you told an impressionable person, not you, because you're not an impressionable person, but let's say that this is true, but think of it this way. If I told you that they were coming to kill you, take your kids away, kill you, and then laugh at your wife while she suffers, and that was like, I told you they're actually coming right now. They're coming right now, and they will shoot you in the streets if they see it. I mean, wouldn't you be like, oh shit, I guess I better be violent then? If you really thought that, like if you really thought that was true, if it were true, then of course you would have to put on the war paint. Yeah, exactly right, Baba. Like you'd have to meet it with equal force. So you can kind of see like how these people can get so violent because they take this literally.
That's exactly what her sign means. So that means that you,
What?
a faculty member at an American public university, paid for by tax.
No, man, that's not how this works. That's not what. Who are you talking about? Once again, Leaflit building up straw men. They're violent. They hear it and they think it's real and they think it's immediate and like when leftists are talking about institutional violence, we are all aware that this violence is indirect. Okay, it's sort of like taxes. Okay, I love talking about this because every conservative knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say that taxes are violence. Okay, taxes, if you didn't know, it's money collected by the
Written
government.
sulfate exaniakeg said at Star. Would you like many viewers? Let's make you popular. https
Oh, wow.
//
Wow, do not go to
nezu.com.
that website. Do not go to that website. Whatever you do. Yeah, ban him. Ban him. I can't do it. I can't actually ban him. Well, I'll do it later. I gotta go on my Kick account to do it. I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, anyway. Every conservative knows what I mean when I talk about how taxation is violence, okay? Because in order for taxation to work, you have to make it a crime to not pay your taxes, okay? Like people, our institutions need taxes to function. Our government facilitates tax collection, and the punishment for not paying your taxes is going to prison, okay? That's what happens. So that is violence. That is a violent that is a violent institution, just a clear example of it that is undeniable, and nobody on either side of the political spectrum will or should deny it. Okay, taxation is violence. I would argue that it's a necessary violence on behalf of the state to provide welfare for its constituents. But anyway, by telling conservatives this, I have sort of laid the groundwork, okay? I have provided an example of state-sanctioned violence. So now we can move forward to our other institutions, okay? They are violent as well. They are discriminatory in their violence. Police profile people. We send people of color to prison at far higher rates for committing the same crimes. So it's just, these are like facts that exist. These institutions are violent. Does that mean that it makes sense as a leftist to like go and shoot up a government building? No, of course not. And leftists don't fucking do that, okay? Because there is no left-wing extremist violence that's happening. It's just not happening, no matter how bad you want it to. And you could throw anecdotal example after anecdotal example at me, and I still wouldn't budge on this. And the reason why is because even if it did start happening, even if leftists did start being violent, which again they're not right now, but like even if it did happen, right-wing people do violence at like astronomical rates. Like it's crazy. We're never gonna surpass them. We're never gonna beat them in that. It's not gonna happen. Dude, what are we talking about? You're the party that created Dylan Roof. Okay, Dylan Roof, if anybody doesn't know, is a white supremacist murderer. He went into a black church and shot it up. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, shit.
Taxpayer dollars are conflating speech with violence.
Yes.
This is a real problem because this is
Yes.
what drives people to enact violence, because they believe that they are genuinely, legitimately contending with violence.
Yeah, and basically what you're saying by that is that there's nowhere to go now but to fight. That's what they're saying straight up to our faces, really. Is that like, well, I guess we have to kill you there.
They're going to keep piggybacking off of the Charlie Kirk shooting to say like, oh, they're violent, they want to kill us, they're killing us, they are doing it. It's just not happening. It just isn't. Okay, the Charlie Kirk shooting was, it was nauseating, and I get why people are kind of fixated on it, and I also understand how these people are going to use that fixation to push their rhetoric. But anyway, the Charlie Kirk shooting was statistically, objectively an outlier. Okay, it just and anyway, when it comes to the facts of that case, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, the texting is weird. It was a weird exchange between the 20-year-old man and his trans lover.
Because
weird.
how do you handle a dispute? How do you handle an existential dispute like that? An existential dispute in which there is no compromise and there's no negotiation. How do you handle it without using words?
And that's what leads to acts like what we saw with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, exactly.
Speech can be violent. What
Yeah,
you are
there
saying
it is.
contributes to systemic racism in this country. It means that my students of color are pulled over and accused of stealing a car when they did not.
Perhaps you did have a student that was unfairly pulled over or accused of something. There's no direct correlation between an event
But that doesn't mean that's an anecdotal example. No, like, dude, when you see police profiling people over and over again, killing black people unjustifiably over and over again, and then you're still like, that's anecdotal. That's an anecdotal example. Really? Like, I don't know. Like, what? These people are being paid to say this shit. That's just, like, the fact of the matter. It's ridiculous, dude. You're a fucking shill.
That and what Michael Knowles is saying now.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling anybody over for stealing
I'm
any
not
cores.
saying that you
I see many
personally
people
did.
of many different races in this room. They all seem to be doing just fine. I don't think any of them have felt violence because they listened to a lecture on basic facts about our immigration system.
Someone in the back shouts out a question here.
Basic facts.
It's silly to even propose that he would need to ask the audience, have I committed violence with speech? Because you can't commit violence with speech like this.
Yeah.
The question was, have I asked people in this room if they've felt as though some violence has been committed on them? No, I haven't asked because no violence has been committed on you.
You can't just decide what violence is subjectively. It is an objective line that the law can identify whether or not it has been crossed. When you are calling for violence...
Yeah, but you can defend violent institutions. And do you blame people who recognize that the institutions are violent and they hear you defending them? Do you blame them for thinking that your rhetoric is violence itself? There is you can distinguish the two, okay? I'm not even saying that, like, it is violence. I don't think speech is violence, ever. Me personally. But, like, I can't blame people for thinking that. Like, we have to change what we're talking about. If you want people to stop thinking this, we have to change what we are talking about. The topics that we choose to discuss as a country. This is why people feel this way. The fuck are we talking about? Like, instead of talking about universal health care or more robust infrastructure, better social safety nets for all constituents, we are instead talking about deporting a certain sect of the population. We're talking about stopping trans people from participating in sports. Instead of doing those things, we are talking about how fucking Tylenol causes autism. It's so stupid, dude. It has to stop. It has to stop.
This is the foundation of liberal education. If you cannot understand that there is a difference between speech and violence, you don't understand anything that undergirds the liberal arts or liberal education.
I've been to art school for 8 years. I understand liberal arts extremely well. I am an artist.
But I went to art school, I shouldn't say this out loud, but I went to art school for longer than 8 years, and I can tell you I didn't
Thanks,
learn
Jessica.
anything
Thank you so
about
much.
politics or the definition of fascism or anything really tangible, only the philosophy of Marxism in how art is used in power dynamics. So I'm not sure how this is relevant.
And I
I
fully
don't think you do. I'm sure you've been to art school
My
for 8
colleague
years.
over
You
there
do
is
not
holding
understand
up
the
a sign
liberal
which
arts.
says disrupting speech is fascism. You are
No, the sign
continually
says anti.
disrupting
Oh,
me.
that one, disrupting speech.
Yeah.
But yes,
Do you understand?
Yes,
You
these
get
people
it?
who are yelling are disrupting my speech, and I
You're
agree, it's
interrupting
fascism.
He's debating with an 8-year veteran art student about fucking whatever the political speech and violence. Yeah, owned, dude. My bad. She's a professor, not a student. My bad. I forgot. Look, I just they will take any dunk that they can get. And honestly, she's kind of cooking him here. Like, listen to her, dude.
There's a deep irony here because the heckler's in the audience.
But she doesn't know. She's not in the. She hasn't studied this shit. Okay, she's a fucking art professor. I can't fault her for, like, going up there and trying, giving it her best shot, but, like, also, know your lane, dude. You're a fucking art professor, okay? Like, maybe, like, dude, get the history professor up there or some
disrupting speech.
shit.
So you kind of just cornered yourself with your own definition, which is a flawed definition. Just
Yeah.
disrupting speech.
Get
does
the
not
woke-
equal
get the woke
fascism. It could be a
history
component, an
professor.
aspect, a characteristic of fascism.
Yeah, but it's like the fact that they don't even realize, like, the irony of, like, that, of what they're saying.
It's a form of wrong behavior.
University of Missouri, Kansas City, some protester attacked me with some weird chemical. That was an objective act of violence.
A few days earlier, Michael Knowles was giving a similar speech to a crowd of college students, and it goes off the rails very quickly.
Well, it's very difficult to use my platform when people use the heckler's
Again, thank you so much. Thank you.
veto to try to shut up any opinion that disagrees. Gentleman just threw punch.
Yo, why is there so much civil unrest happening right now? It must be because of the violent left. That must be why, and nothing else. I will not look any further into
just
It's
this.
difficult to use my platform when people use the heckler's veto to try to shut up any opinion that disagrees.
What happened?
Guess what's going to happen?
Heckler's veto to try to shut up any opinion that disagrees. I didn't think I was this intimidating.
What
They
happened?
start chanting, hands up, don't shoot, as though there's a real threat that the police might just draw down on them.
Wait, but didn't they? Hold on. So you're telling me that they attacked him and then they said hands up, don't shoot? I don't think they understand the irony of that. Classic.
Start firing.
No, they didn't attack him. One person attacked him. The fuck are you talking about? They attacked him and then... No. Are you stupid? This is the thing about, like, when we say politics are a team sport, like I'm not saying that liberals don't engage with politics like it's a team sport as well. Okay, of course they do. But, like, I just... Like, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I feel like liberals are, like, a little more self-aware about it. Like they understand that, like, the default position is to view politics through the team sport lens. Okay, like, liberals are kind of aware of this. But conservatives just, like, can't. It's just, like, every action of any political, violent, or otherwise, any political action of any individual is representative of everybody that like, is with their, you know, that is aligned with them politically. It's so fucking stupid, dude. Like, no, man. They didn't attack Michael Knowles. The one person attacked Michael Knowles and threw bleach at him, which is unhinged and insane and should not happen. Okay, but if we're going to talk about why this is happening, which we should, then it doesn't end with, oh yeah, it's just the left being violent. That's it. It's just the left. They're just violent. They're violent. Leftist terrorist, okay? Like, that's just, but that's where they want to end this conversation. They just want to be like, yeah, they're violent, and that is all. Stupid, dude.
I don't know what substance is.
How are these people like this?
I'm fine. I don't know what this is. I think someone threw milk on me or something. I don't really know.
This is what I mean when I describe.
See, the thing is, you don't know what that is. It could be like a biological weapon, chemical. Like, it could be any of those things.
And people getting captured by a narrative.
A
And the core
biological
law of narrative
weapon.
is that conflict drives story. The stories that are most compelling have
Okay.
the highest stakes. What could be more high stakes than
Anthrax. She was saying that like, it might be anthrax. They might have thrown fucking anthrax at him or something. Like, dude, these conservatives, man, they run through. It's cyclical. It's all cyclical. They run through the same shit every few years. It's
the
crazy.
eternal victim that needs to shout, "Hands up! Don't shoot!"
I hope they got arrested.
Now, this is really interesting because you have students trying to come back in like they haven't gotten enough. It's like zombies. The police just keep pushing them out. This herd.
I know.
That's what happens when you assault people, by the way, folks. That's what happens.
In this
Yep.
example, we have a clear, objective line that was crossed. This is not speech. This is action.
Why do they all look the same?
Is that a kazoo?
So
Thank
let's
you,
keep in mind
Frederick,
those
thank
words
you.
that Professor stated earlier.
Disrupting speech is fascism.
Disruption of speech is fascism. Well, according to your logic, who are the fascists in this scenario?
Yeah, I mean, disrupting speech isn't really fascism necessarily. I think what she was referring to there was the suppression of speech by the current administration, which is a fascist administration, and so the speech that they're suppressing is anti-fascist speech, which is fascism, bruh. That's what that is. Okay, but leftists also engage in
These
that.
kids are really proving me wrong.
It just reminds me of that scene in Game of Thrones. It's like, people yelling
Yep.
fame are the bad guys. Socialism,
Yeah.
communism, and fascism kind
I
of
think
tie together in this
people.
fantasy.
I think the majority of people, like, we're just past the point of, like, optics. Like just nobody cares anymore about appealing to a mainstream audience. Like you can point and whine all you want. Like, it just doesn't change the reality. Okay, it doesn't matter how unhinged these kids look on this college campus. Like these guys that they're protesting, that they're attacking violently. Okay, Michael Knowles is a fascist. Michael Knowles is a fucking Nazi. Straight up, okay? Like, I'm not exaggerating at all by saying that. And I stand by that. Anybody that I call a Nazi is a Nazi. Okay, they all are. It's crazy. It's crazy that we're at this point. And, you know, again, I'm not saying that Michael Knowles should be attacked. I don't think he should. I don't think he should have the platform that he has. And I think that's exactly how the kids feel on these campuses. They just don't want Nazis to come and speak at their school. And, I think that we should oblige them. I don't think that that should be happening. A university is not a place for someone like Michael Knowles. A place for Michael Knowles would be like a dive bar on a Wednesday at 3 p.m. Okay, it would be like a place for Michael Knowles would be like the Klan meetup. Okay, where they burn their crosses. Like what I'm saying is that a person like Michael Knowles belongs in the fringes of society. Okay, but Michael Knowles is just like conservatives. They'll look at someone like Michael Knowles. They'll be like, he's a moderate. He's a moderate. And then they'll look at someone like Nick Fuentes and they'll be like, that's a white supremacist. And it's like, dude, do you know who you're talking about? Have you ever listened to Michael Knowles? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, man? Like, if you're gonna say Nick Fuentes is a Nazi, white supremacist, you have to be willing to say that about Michael Knowles as well. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, dude, we're living in the year of our Lord. It's 2025 already. Is Nicholas Fuentes going to be a moderate in the future? Is that what we're going to start calling him? Are we going to say he's he's in the middle? He's in the middle. No, man. No, he's a fucking Nazi. What? Anyway, let's just whatever.
Prophet,
The crazy thing is I've seen a lot of those documentaries about like World War II and like movies, and whenever they portray like the early Nazi movement, it was like literally like that. It was literally like a bunch of like college age people basically like just like shouting at people, and that was like how they portrayed the Nazis. Yeah, it's kind of funny because it's almost the same. It's like comedic.
Dude, they are so close. It's so crazy to me how close they are. Like, I just like how can you get this close to the truth and then be like, yeah, and it was the leftist in Nazi Germany that uplifted the Nazis. Like, dude, you have to be the most brain dead motherfucker on the planet to like not understand this, dude. It is so crazy. In case you were wondering, I think what she's probably referring to is there were a number of Nazi youth. Okay, and I'm not talking about the Hitler youth that came later. Okay, but there were many young people that were Nazis in the lead up to Hitler seizing power, and they played an instrumental role in Hitler gaining his power. And anyway, Hitler, based on what we know, was mostly unpopular with young people back then. Of course he was. But his message did resonate with some young people, and like I said, they were instrumental in getting him elected. Why? Because they are high energy. They are, they're young faces. That's it. So the Nazi Party put a lot of chips on those people, on those young people. Okay, they put them in places. That's why they were so prominent. But anyway, the Nazis would literally go to university. They did book burnings, dude. Like, they were so anti-intellectual. No, they, like what I'm trying to say is, like the college kids of today who are pursuing intellectual prowess, they would be the targets of the Nazi Party. Okay, they would. They would be. They would burn their books. And if any of them fought against it, they would be deported. And by deported, I mean sent to a concentration camp and murdered. So stupid.
Almost.
It's an interesting archetype.
Man,
8 seconds.
this is actually scary. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. It is. It is.
I'm
kinda
so
scary.
scared. Be afraid. Be afraid. You are in danger. Be afraid. What is this? What? Oh, this is Smite. Somebody just sent me another Smite clip. I've seen so many clips of this game. I've never seen this many clips of a game that I just refuse to play over and over again. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, Leaflit just posted a video about Hassan. You know what? Back to back, Leaflit. Why not? Why not, dude? We got a Hassan video. Oh. Well.
Wait, is there more?
There we go.
Is there more on this
Let's hear it.
drama? Does it keep going, chat?
And I just find that to just be so disingenuous.
Yeah, okay. It's not... No. No, this is not more, okay? This is just Moist Critical getting in on it. which is, you know, I don't know, it's a big deal. But, like, Moist Critical doesn't do this video and present new evidence. He just doesn't. Anyway.
It's because most people are going to see this.
Actually, didn't I already react to this? I can't remember. Wait, did I? Basically, Moist Critical in this video, he says, it looked really bad, like, it looks like he really shocked his dog. If he shocked his dog, he's a real piece of shit. I'm not buying it. Moist Critical does not believe Hassan. He does not believe him. Let's hear what he has to say.
And it looks like you shock your dog.
LA streamer is pissed that Moist Critical didn't message him before dropping his video. I think that this really makes Hassan look bad if that's actually what this clip is. But let me actually just watch the clip before I make a decision.
Yeah.
He put a stake on this, okay? He was like, oh, enough people shit on him, no matter how fucking made up a narrative it is. Bro, he said you're abusing Kyle, like, no way, fuck him. Yeah, I mean, if he thinks that he can suck
He didn't say that. He said it looked that way, and even you said it looked that way. Why are you getting mad?
Weird how quiet he was about literal pedophilia in certain communities.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you... What?
And it took him 2 years to fucking come out and be like, yeah, the genocide is happening and it's really fucking bad.
What are you talking about? Like, he doesn't make commentary about politics? What is this?
Charlie's been on a good streak.
Yeah, but, like, genocide is, ideally, it is bipartisan. In reality, that's often not the case. But anyway, the genocide in question that he himself admitted was a genocide. Okay, Moist Critical came out and said Israel is committing a genocide. Okay, this genocide has been happening for 2 years now. 2 years, and he waited until like 3 seconds ago to talk about it. Like, you know, it's great that he came out and acknowledged it. Okay, cool. But like, you know, where have you been? Like, what? Like, did you just find out about it? I don't know, man. Like, if I were a YouTuber that were as big as him and I like suddenly realized like, oh shit, like a genocide is going on, I feel like I would, immediately report on that. But it seems like he figured it out and then waited for some reason. And, like, who knows how long. But, like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, okay, a genocide is happening. Why are you just saying it now? Like, you know, I don't really care that much. Okay, it's not. It's not like that terrible. I'm not trying to make it seem worse than it really is. Because at the end of the day, an ally is an ally, okay? If you're going to stand against Israel, you're my ally. But still, it's just kind of weird. A little bit. Anyway. The weird thing about this, and the reason that I think it was wrong for Moist Critical to make this Hassan dog shock video is because he saw the video, he watched it a bunch of times. The video looks really bad, and he watched it a bunch of times, and then he was like, "Wow, this looks really bad. I'm gonna make a video on it." And he chose to do that instead of saying, wait, hold on, like, let me do a little bit of research about this. Like, I should look into this. Like, clearly he's pretty invested. He's pretty upset about the prospect of Hassan shocking his beautiful dog, Kaya. And that's understandable. But I don't respect the decision to make this video taking down Hassan, taking him down a peg, when you clearly didn't do any research into it. Because if you did, you would come to the same conclusion that I did. The only way that you can come to the conclusion opposite of mine is if you believe the brain dead fucking arguments that Hassan took the prongs off, he taped over the holes, he swapped the collars, he swapped them out. Yeah dude, I'm sure he just so happened to have the vibration version of the collar that he used to shock his dog on hand, so he could show it on stream. Yeah, man. I'm not going to rehash all of the evidence that I've already presented, but Hassan did not shock his dog. Moist Critical could have figured this out if he had bothered to look into it, but instead he decided to listen to the echo chambers. He was like, oh, Hassan is evil. He definitely shocked his dog. I believe all the people that are saying he's an evil terrorist. He definitely shocks the fuck out of his dog all the time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. How are we supposed to respect that? Yeah, the video looks bad. Hassan says the video looks bad. Moist Critical says the video looks bad. That's not that's not the problem. The problem is that he jumped to conclusions without actually looking into the facts. He just watched the same clip over and over again. He said it himself in the video. He said he watched it like 10 or 15 times or some shit. He'll say it coming up. Hold on.
He genuinely cares about dogs. He talks about how much he cares about dogs and pets all the time. So do I, dumb fuck. That's the reason why I'm...
Wow.
That's the reason why I'm fucking annoyed. He could just unironically reach out and be like, hey, what's going on here?
I think that him saying that is actually kind of bad. Why would Charlie listen to Hassan rather than what he saw? What additional information?
There's the fucking tape. There's the tape in 4K. What is this guy talking about?
Could Hassan provide Charlie? And also,
it's tape. It's tape.
Chat, do I post? Guys, do I post the electrocutioner? Do I post it on X? Yeah.
We've got a name. Calls himself the Electrocutioner.
It's time to plug in. Smile for the stream.
He's making them sit still for views.
Holy fuck.
The next stream goes live.
Holy fuck.
Lock down the grid.
We have to stop him before he shocks the whole city.
Holy fuck. We woke up and chose controversy? I don't know. It's just a joke. It's only a joke. Why you have to be mad? Steve, thank you so much for this one. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's only a joke. Why you have to be mad? Too bad they don't know how to take a joke. I don't know. It's not like Hassan would like me anyway. So it's like, what? I don't even care. You know, I don't even care. I'm not a terrorist, bro. I'm not a terrorist. It's not like I could ever be friends with him because I'm not a terrorist. You know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes life is just like that. You know, how could I joke about this when there's genocide? I still don't know what that is. Oh yeah. I still don't know what the genocide thing is. I don't know. People keep telling me it's that. I don't know. I don't even know what they're talking about. I would like someone to explain it to me. You know.
Okay.
Which genocide are they talking about? I don't know. People are talking about basically that they're genociding the Palestinians, the IDF or whatever. That's their claim. But I don't know. I haven't seen any proof of it. Because I keep asking for it, and it's like, well, and then this is what I hear. It's like, oh, they're killing the children. I'm like, okay, well, like, how are they killing the children? And they're like, they have the bombs. The bombs blow up children. And I'm like, well, are they putting the bases and the weapons underneath children?
Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, they're using the children as shields. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You guys won't stop saying that. It's a disgusting argument. Wow.
Children. I'm like, okay, well.
This moment, remember this. Remember this. I'm gonna remember it. Okay, actually, you guys don't. Nobody gives a fuck about fucking Leaflit, except for me. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna remember this shit. This is a low point for you. What a disgusting thing to say. Well, were the children on top of the weapons? Were they hiding the weapons under the children? Is that why they blew up the children? Dude, there are pictures of children that were sniped in the head. They were shot with bullets in the head. Is that because Hamas was hiding behind them? And it's also a really terrible argument because, like, okay, if the base of operations were under the children, I think that you need to work around that. Like, I think that you need to not blow up the children. That's my personal opinion. I know, hot take. I think that you should avoid murdering children when possible. Which, oh yeah, it is very possible.
I don't know what you want anyone to do about that. You know? I already explained this many times. Anonymous, thanks for the gifts up to Tots. I already explained this many times. And, like,
run that back.
But they're children. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what you want anyone to do about that. You know?
Oh, well, I don't know what you want anyone to do about that. I'll tell you what I want. Yeah, I'll tell you. You don't know? I'll tell you. I want them to stop doing it. That's what I want. Crazy. Crazy, right? Yeah, I want them to stop murdering children. That's what I want. So there you go. Now you know. All right, let's run it back one more time.
Putting the bases and the weapons underneath children?
Oh, did they put the bases and the weapons?
But they're children. I'm like, okay, well.
Okay, well.
I don't know what you want anyone to do about that. You know?
I already explained nothing you can do about it. Nothing. You know, gotta kill the children.
It's like, yeah, but they're children. I'm like, okay, well.
And
they're like, they have
one
the
more
bombs.
time.
The
One more
bombs
time.
blow up children. And I'm like, well, are they putting the bases and the weapons underneath children? I was like, yeah, but they're children. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what you want anyone to do about that. You know? I already explained this many times. Anonymous, thanks for the gifts up to Tots. I already explained this many times, and, like, it sucks, but there's nothing you can do about it. If evil people are gonna use...
Oh, there's just nothing you can do about it. There's, nope, nothing you can do. We got... No, you don't get it. We gotta blow up the kids. We gotta... It's just... They love doing this. They fucking love doing it. Like libs can't get away with doing this. Say what you will about them. Okay, they can't. They can't just... Like, conservatives are the only people that can look at child murder and they can say, nothing. What are you gonna do about it? I don't know, you know. It's like a million schools can get shot up and they'll be like, well, you know, that's the price we pay for freedom, you know. That's it, you know. We gotta have our freedom. Okay, like that's the thing. Like libs can't do that. They can't be like oh, you know, yeah, these school shootings are terrible, but like you know, we love our freedom. It's like people won't buy that from them. Okay, it only works with conservative rhetoric. It's so fucking brain dead, dude. Oh my god.
Children as shields, then you have no choice. And you might think that that's like uncaring, but it's 100% logical. Because if you allow it, then if you allow that to be a factor, then it encourages them to use more children as shields. That's just reality. No choice but to bomb children, yes. So Tazato, if I was theoretically...
No choice but to bomb children. Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like, I mean, this is what you have to do. To be an Israel supporter now. This is, like, you have to say what she's saying. Like, we can point and laugh at it, but, like, at the end of the day, they have no other choice. They have no other argument. They have to say, no, blowing up children is actually necessary. It's actually awesome and based. They gotta do it. It's so crazy to me, dog. We're in the year of our Lord, dude. We're in 2025. It's crazy.
At war with, let's just say, I don't know. I'm just gonna use fantasy races so I won't get in trouble. Okay. Let's say that I was at war against an not undead. Let's say like I was at war against, like, you know, I don't know, like an orc army, right? And the orc army used children as armor.
Okay. Okay. So she is this is, you don't get to do this. What she's doing here is she's drawing a parallel between Palestinians and orcs of Middle Earth. Orcs, okay? If you haven't caught on to what I'm getting at here, she is dehumanizing Palestinians. And she's saying, oh, I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm just going to use a fantasy. Oh, and I just so happened to pick the orcs. Yeah, I just so happened to pick the orcs. Yeah, dude. Right. This is just like a classic racism thing. I mean, I don't know about classic, but it's actually sort of ironic with the origin of the various medieval races, according to Tolkien. But anyway, she's dehumanizing them. She's saying, like, oh, like, think about it like if they were orcs. Like have you considered if, imagine that the Palestinians are actually evil green people? Have you considered that, liberals? I didn't think so. Well, now give credence to my argument, okay? I think that Palestinians are basically non-human. We have to blow up their children. Like, it's so crazy. It's so, like, what the fuck is going on, dog? Orcs? Imagine orcs? We are talking about human beings. Real life human beings. Not funny little green guys. Not fucking goblins. We're talking about real humans. And you're like, well, yeah, I know that, like, blowing up children, it seems really bad, but, like, imagine that they were orcs. Imagine that, like, dude, like, I'm not saying it would have been much better if she had said, like, elves or something, or hobbits or whatever. Actually, maybe it would have been better for real, because, like, at least elves and hobbits, you sympathize with, like, you know, everybody loves hobbits, you know, like, you don't want to see little hobbits getting blowed up. Oh, I don't want to get demonetized. Like, dude, you literally, that's not the reason. That's not the fucking reason. You just, like, wanted to use an example where you could relate the Palestinians to something lesser than humans, something more subhuman. You fucking piece of shit.
Prevent me from killing them, I would just kill them, to be honest. It would be too bad. Like, I wouldn't, like, would I feel bad? Like, probably, but then, like, it's you have to do it.
Oh, yeah, I'd feel real bad for the orcs, yeah. Yeah, dude, let me tell you something. that is completely disingenuous if she's actually like a Lord of the Rings fan, because why the fuck would you ever feel bad for the orcs? First of all, okay, I'm gonna get real nerdy with this shit. There are no child orcs. Orcs are born as like fully adults. Okay, why? Because they're made of mud. Okay, this is real, by the way. I mean, it's not like real life, obviously, but like this is the actual lore. Okay, orcs are made of mud. They are animated by evil magic or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember how. Okay, they're created somehow by Sauron. Okay, with his fucking magic. You know, he makes the orcs from the mud. Okay, that's how it works. And they grow in these sacks, and then they burst out, and they're like screaming. Okay, and that's how the orcs are born. But anyway, all that is to say is like I guess technically there are child orcs, but they're fully grown. Okay, they're like adults. Okay, they're newborn, but they're adults. And anyway, that's the real reason that you're fucking stupid. You have no idea what you're fucking talking about. You don't know dick about orcs. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. You don't know anything about Middle Earth. Okay, I'm a real Tolkien head.
Talking about? Yeah, exactly that. It's the same thing with terrorists and kidnappings. By the way, this is why when there's a kidnapping, Tato just said it's not an anime. I never said it was an anime.
Oh yeah, but anyway, why would you ever feel bad for killing an orc? They're evil. They're fucking evil. Like, the orcs are, in case anybody wants to know for some reason, like, pretty much all of the subhuman races in The Lord of the Rings are based off of caricatures of real life races. Okay, so like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Tolkien said that he based orcs off of Asian people. He said that it was like a racist caricature. And my understanding is that Tolkien wasn't really like a racist himself for the time. You know, I'm sure like compared to today he would be, you know, a pretty racist person, maybe. Maybe not so much anymore, but you know, anyway, he wasn't like a particularly bigoted person for the time, but he did base his different races off of like racist stereotypes. So anyway, that's why it's like slightly ironic that she's using the fucking orcs as an example for Palestinians. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. Like, you literally could have said anything else. You could have said dwarves. You could have said what race is Gandalf again? I can't remember. He's like part of some. He's not an elf. He's like from a mystical. They're like a mystical race. Yeah, Maya. Yeah, a divine spiritual being of the Ainur. Yeah, the lesser gods or angelic entities, yeah. Yeah, like, you literally could have used anything other than, like, the evil race, the evil subhuman race that is orcs and like, goblins and whatnot.
But, like, you can draw comparisons between fiction and real life. That's the thing.
Yeah, like the Palestinians, the terrorists, they're like the evil orcs, okay, and we need to blow them up with extreme prejudice. Okay, alright, good. Yeah, real good take.
To do with it.
Really awesome.
So, like, basically, if, it's the same thing with terrorists and kidnappings. It's like when you kidnap people, you can't pay the ransom. They're like, we're gonna execute this person unless you pay us like $1 billion. You can't pay it. Because if you pay it, it means that they're emboldened to kidnap more people because they know they're gonna get $1 billion for every person that they kidnap. So is that a good thing? Is it like a good thing to be like, well, that's too bad. Guess you have to kill them then. I mean, obviously that's bad. It doesn't mean I want those people to die. But I'm not the one doing that. That's a terrorist doing it. And by allowing it to be a factor, you encourage the behavior. But you actively do nothing to go against it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And guys, I'm not even an Israel shill. You know me, I'm not. Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Israel drop a bomb that has no explosives? Don't they drop a bomb that goes down, hits the thing, and says, by the way, we're gonna blow this place up in a couple minutes. You need to get the fuck out of here. And then they drop a second bomb that actually blows it up. So how is that a genocide? How is that a genocide?
How is it a genocide when they're mowing down droves of civilians in a small area that they can't leave? And we also bomb the places that we told them would be safe zones. And also we assassinate journalists who are trying to cover what is happening with, with actual objective truth and facts. Yeah, I don't know. That's a mystery. That's a real mystery. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess they are just, they're just killing the evil terrorist babies. You're right, Leaflit. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Yo, I'm not an Israel shill. You guys know this. You know me. I'm not an Israel shill. I just don't think that Israel is committing a genocide, and also, if they are, they fucking deserve it, and the kids just have to get blown up because they're orcs. They're orcs, guys, don't you know? Like, didn't you hear me the first time I said they're orcs? What are you not understanding? Come on.
I don't understand. Like, why would
Come on,
you do
I'm
that?
Leaflit.
Why not just shoot the bomb? Like, listen, if I wanted to genocide them, I'd just blow them all up. It'd be so easy. I don't understand. Well, I don't get, like, why even do that? And you might say, like, well, they can't leave. Well, then, okay, why can't they leave?
Why didn't the Nazis just blow up all the Jews? Why didn't they just blow them all up? Why not? I mean, they had them in camps. Why didn't they blow them? Why didn't they just blow up Auschwitz? Like, come on, be so fucking serious. Like, dude, the Nazis, they could have killed all the Jews a lot faster and more efficiently, but instead they chose to make them suffer. They chose to force them to work for the cause. Like, there are a plethora of reasons to not immediately murder your genocide victims. It could be for practical reasons. It could be for humiliation reasons. And yeah, don't be mistaken. Israel does have the capacity to kill Palestinians at a greater rate than they already are. Which, for a person like me, is insane to think about because we're already looking at so much death and destruction on a daily basis. But it's true. At the end of the day, it's true. They could go a lot harder. It doesn't change reality. It doesn't change the fucking reality of it. You genocide defending piece of shit.
Right? This is the other thing I've heard. Well, they can't leave. I'm like, okay, well, why can't they leave? Because the terrorists are holding them there. Well, now we're back to what I said earlier.
No. They can't leave because the border is closed. Not because of the fucking terrorists. The terrorists aren't holding everyone hostage. The fuck? The terrorists are hostages, along with everyone else. Everyone's a hostage. It's just that their captor is Israel. Israel closed the border. They tell them they can't leave. They can't go to certain places. There are places where if you go there as a Palestinian, you will be shot immediately on sight. You have to be careful. You have to know where you're going. If you make a wrong turn somewhere, you're dead. That's how it works. And it works that way because it is an open air prison. They have to keep people in fear. They have to keep them densely populated in the same area. That is how you make this genocide work. Okay, they are making this genocide work for them. That's how it fucking works. Okay, that's what the Nazis did. That's the way it is. That's the reality, man. You are a disgusting person. Even worse. I've been watching Leaflit for months. And I didn't think my opinion of her could fall any lower. And I was wrong. I really, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, I used to... I said this recently, maybe yesterday or the day before. I said, like Leaflit is the dumbest fucking person I watch. She's the most brain dead one. I'm not so sure anymore. Like, now I'm seeing this person as more devious, as more nefarious. This is like a wild thing to say. This isn't even what an idiot would say. This is just like what an Israel shill would say, what a genocide denier would say. That's what this is.
No.
It's crazy.
I think it's logical. I don't
It's
think it's a good
logical.
thing. Obviously, I think it's terrible. I think it's terrible. It's evil. It's terrible. It's evil. It's depraved to use innocent women and children as shields for
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
for a military purpose. It's obviously
It's not evil and depraved to kill the human shields, of course, yourself. It's actually the human shield users that are like, dude, I just like I don't know. Cause like the best argument against this is one that they will never believe. It's one that they will never believe because they'll never see Palestinians as human. They'll only see them as orcs, as terrorists, as subhuman, and evil. And what I mean by that is what comes with that is the Palestinians are terrorists. They're subhuman. They don't care about their fellow Palestinian. Okay, like the lesson here for the conservative is that Hamas wants to kill other Palestinians. They revel in it. They use it to get an advantage or in this like warfare or whatever. That's what they think. That's what they believe. And like, I don't know how to convince them. Like, hey man, Hamas, they do like, you're talking about their neighbors. Okay, like these people live right next to each other. The best argument against the human shield thing is that Hamas is made up of Palestinians. Palestinian women and children live right next to them. They are their neighbors. They are their family. They are their loved ones. They're not fucking using them as human shields, you piece of shit. Scumfuck.
awful.
You just believe anything that Israel will tell you because you're an Israel shill. Or whatever. I don't fucking care. You can call them whatever you want. I get that like shill is, I probably shouldn't use that word, okay? It's like a right wing it's like is it like an anti-Semitic thing? Right? That's like the narrative. I feel like shill is not very anti-Semitic because like it refers to a shilling, right? Like a coin. A shilling was like an old coin of British origin, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't really remember all this shit about how money worked back then. Anyway, let's just keep going.
But you can't let that be used as you can't let that be used as a shield, because once you let it be used as a shield, then it's like, well, I guess we need to do it more because it gets us a positive result. And even if you were to say you've already been pushed mentally into thinking Hamas is the key one at fault. Okay.
Dude, if they are using human shields, and you're saying like, oh, we have to blast through the human shields anyway because otherwise they'll just keep using more human shields. Well, okay. Well, they haven't stopped
Roxanne
using
Wolf
human
92
shields.
said, I want to get the new Halloween cosmetics so bad.
The new Halloween cosmetics in what? Oh, in TF2? My bad. I forgot I have it on there right now.
Roxanne Wolf 92 said cat blob dance.
Okay, hear me out. I am going to play TF2. I'm going to play it in like 20 minutes. But, yeah, I forgot to change the category. That's my bad. Hey, happy Scream Fortress. I got lost in my thought there for a second. I'm also a political commentator. Welcome to the chat, Roxanne Wolf 92. I feel like I've seen you before. Are you a new chatter? I feel like I've seen you somewhere. Roxanne Wolf. Anyway, I wanted to finish the thought I was just having. Okay, if they are using human shields and we gotta blast through them, and it's because that de-incentivizes them from using human shields in the future. Well, okay, well, you are continuing to this day to kill civilians, which means that according to your narrative, they're still using human shields. So obviously, blasting through them isn't stopping them from using human shields. Oh, well, it's because they want the PR. They want the public's they want like good public reception. Fucking Hamas does. Right, which is such a brain dead argument, but like okay, so they want like positive PR. So wouldn't it make more sense to stop killing the human shields? Wouldn't it make more sense to stop doing that so that they don't get the positive coverage or whatever? It's just like I don't know, dude. I don't know, because like how do you break someone out of Palestinians are subhuman. Palestinians are fucking orcish. Like what do you do? What do you say? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Oh, okay.
Let's fucking finish it.
There is so
I'll speed
I'm
it
going
up.
off of what I know for sure. Again, I'm not like a super expert on this.
Uh-huh.
But hear me out. Hear out my logic, okay? So, did Hamas send a bunch of people into Israel to kill a bunch of civilians? Did they or did they not? Because
They
I didn't
did.
hear that from Israel.
They somehow slipped past the border, which was not being guarded.
By the
Interesting.
way, I heard that from Hamas. Hamas is the one that said that they did it. Right? So, like, if Israel was like, oh, Hamas did this, like, Hamas sent a bunch of, like, people in and they killed a bunch of civilians, then you can maybe have an argument, like, oh, okay, like, maybe this is propaganda, maybe, like there's some kind of psyop, that, like, the IDF were the ones who did it, right? And you could make that kind of argument. But Hamas said that they did it.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't understand. How is there a dispute here? They literally said that they did it. Unless you're telling me...
There is no dispute. We know that Hamas did it. Like, what are you... The fuck is she talking about? Hamas did October 7th, therefore not a genocide? Like, okay. Alright, yeah. Yeah, great argument.
That they're the ones psyop. Like, why would they make themselves look like the villains by saying that they did it? Like, are you telling me that the higher ups in Hamas are like this is the only guys? Listen, this is the only logic where it makes sense. Where you're gonna tell me the higher ups at Hamas are actually IDF shills, and they're secretly working for the IDF in order to like stage.
There are no more higher ups in Hamas. They're all dead. Like this is something that these people, I genuinely think that this is just a mistake. Like they don't know. Like a lot of the things that these people will say about Israel and Palestine, it's a lie. Okay, but and they know it. Okay, but this dude, Hamas is gone. Okay, their numbers are up. Their recruitment numbers are up. I wonder why that is. But all Hamas from just a few years ago, they're all dead. All of the leadership is dead. They have all been executed, assassinated, bombed. They're all dead. Every single one. All Hamas leadership is gone. And what remains is the foot soldiers who have quickly climbed the ranks because, again, they're all fucking dead. But these are like children. We're talking about like 15-year-olds here. The average Palestinian is 15 years old. These Hamas militants, these fighters, are literally children themselves. It's crazy.
This attack in order to make it so that they have a reason to like invade Gaza. Do you see how that's fucking crazy? And nobody's claiming it.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy. Nobody's saying that.
Claiming it. Hamas specifically said that they did it. They said they did the terrorist attack. So you can't let that go. Whatever your thoughts are on like how Israel treats.
Oh yeah. So you can't let that go. That's why they had to genocide them. That's why. You don't get it. You don't get it.
I'm not even
they
talking
had
about
to
that.
do it.
I'm talking about a terrorist organization sent a bunch of people across the border with guns and they shot civilians. That's what I'm talking about. And again, I'm not an Israel shill. I don't really believe in giving them a fuck ton of money. So Hamas claimed responsibility for it. The IDF is at zero fault for the deaths they caused and part of it. Well, what kind of deaths? What do you mean? What deaths are you talking about? How did they get across the border? They like had paragliders or something apparently. I don't know. hundreds from the helicopters. From the helicopters. Okay, can you give me a specific like location or like an incident that I can look into?
She said paragliders? No, dude, they walked through the gate. That's the official narrative. They just walked across the border. The official narrative is that first they launched missiles. That was a distraction, apparently. Apparently they launched missiles, and that for some reason caused all of the IDF border patrol guards to leave their post. And then Hamas just walked in. That's it, dog. They didn't fucking paraglide. I don't know. Maybe some of them. Maybe I'm misinformed. Maybe there were paragliders. It doesn't matter, okay? That's what happened.
Another scenario for you, okay? Paragliders, where did I hear that? From Hamas? What? What the fuck? Yeah, they literally
my bad. Yeah, I forgot about the paragliders.
But,
that's
okay.
my bad.
Hear me out, guys. Picture this scenario.
Some of them used
you know what would happen
paragliders.
if the cartel right now sent a bunch of people in paragliders over and they just shot up a border town in Texas? Do you know what would happen? We would completely fuck Mexico up, and like for sure, it wouldn't even be close. We would get in there and we would fuck shit up, unbelievably. It would be medieval. It would be fucking medieval, dude. And like, and nobody would care. It's like, oh, like they accidentally killed some civilians. Whatever, you know, too bad. I'm just telling you, that's how it would be. And yeah, there's videos from the concert. There's a lot of like footage on the ground of like people getting shot. All I'm saying is that obviously Israel has to do something. Like Israel you can't just send people across the whatever zone, I don't know what it's called, the border. You can't just send people across the border, kill a bunch of civilians, and be like, oh my bad. And then Israel goes, oh yeah, no worries, bro. We forgive it. There's no fucking way they could do. How can you look your citizens in the eye? Like, how can you look them in the eye seriously and be like, yeah, we're just gonna drop it? Dude, this is so ridiculous. What are we even talking about here? And all I'm saying is all of the evidence I hear, people saying it's a genocide, they're genociding people. All I hear is like, okay, what are they doing? They're killing kids. Okay, wait, how are they killing kids? Well, they're shooting bombs that happen to kill kids. Yeah, civilians die in war. It's awful.
No, not bombs.
You think we gave a fuck? Like,
not bombs. They have shot children in the head with guns. Many children. There are pictures. I don't encourage anyone to look it up, okay? It's it's not really like something you want to look at on a relaxing Friday evening, okay? But that's it. I can't believe I'm getting more Kick viewers. That's crazy. That's crazy. I should have started streaming on Kick like way earlier.
Tokyo? Do you think the Germans?
It's like I had like 3 chatters from it yesterday.
This shit happens in war. It's not a war, it's a genocide. Okay, explain to me how it's a genocide.
Oh shit, I didn't even notice. I'm dropping frames. Yeah, 27,000 of them. Alright, the stream might lag a little bit. It's actually back up now. I'm up to like 8,000 kilobits. Oh well.
Explain to me how a genocide starts with one side killing civilians of the other side. Explain to me how that works. Where's the timeline here? So, the genocide. So you're telling me that the genocide.
So the Warsaw Jews. Yeah, I mean the Holocaust. That wasn't a genocide, bro. Have you ever heard of the Warsaw Jews? Yeah. They fought. They killed the Germans. They killed German civilians. They stole food. They stole food trucks. Not a genocide. No. It's the same argument, dude. It is equally as ridiculous. Oh, Hamas killed Israeli civilians? Okay, well, no Palestinian genocide. It's the same argument. Oh, Warsaw Jews killed German civilians? Holocaust, not a genocide. Yeah, not real. Yeah, dude. Gotcha.
The people being genocided sent a bunch of their soldiers into the other country and shot up a bunch of civilians. You're telling me that's how the genocide starts? Then Yahoo and the IDF allowed an order to weaken presence at the border at the day that the planned attack. Okay, so let's assume that's true. Let's assume that's true, Tazuto. So are you telling me that them killing people is excused because of that? No, I'm serious. I'm asking a serious question. So if they
I cannot. I can't. We can only speculate on whether or not Netanyahu was there incentive to allow such an attack to take place. I mean, there was already a permission structure for brutalizing Palestinians, and it was already getting worse. So, and anyway, the point she's about to make is, like, it doesn't matter, it doesn't absolve Hamas, which is true. You know, it doesn't. You know, but anyway, Hamas's attacks doesn't absolve Israel of its war crimes, of its genocide. It doesn't. Dumb fuck.
Border security? Is that an excuse for Hamas to go in and kill civilians? I'm just curious. Is that how it works? But why did they? I don't know. I don't know.
Nobody's saying
answer
that.
My question. Answer my question. Is it?
Answer.
Does it excuse?
Do you condemn Hamas?
If they relax security, does it excuse Hamas going in and killing a bunch of civilians? Answer the question. Yes or no?
Answer it.
Okay. So
okay. So then you have to be okay with the genocide. So then you have to be okay with it.
What would you do?
Okay.
What would you do if a person went into your house and killed your family? What would you do? I tell you what I'd do. I'd fucking glass them. I'm just being real. First, I'd investigate what every single defense is down. I mean, it's not mutually exclusive. You can do both at the same time. Again, like I said, does the security being down, does that justify the actions of the other side? If the answer is no, which we've found that to be no, then obviously you have to do something about it. In fact, justice dictates that you do. But it's not mutually exclusive. You can look into that too. They don't have to give any proof of the target they're dropping bombs on. Who does that? What military goes, oh yeah, we're about to bomb this place. UN, can we get some approval? I need to get approval from NATO and like the UN, like in order to like drop this bomb. When I'm in an active war, Oh, let me call up the United Nations and fucking ask them.
Information that Hassan would only provide Charlie, but not the public. Why is that? What would that even possibly be? Like, what are we doing here?
Okay, I'm gonna DM him. Gross.
Oh, jeez.
All right, whatever.
It's tape. It's tape.
Jesus Christ. If you were able to give Charlie evidence, you should have shown it. Pressured Ludwig to take down a video on him when she mildly criticized Hassan. I wonder how long Hassan can maintain his influence over normie content creators. I think that the reason why normie content creators kowtow to it is because they don't want Hassan's audience to call them pro-genocide pedophiles. It's because they don't want to just be slandered and lied about by an audience of people that are just
Oh my god, bro. Guys, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on this. I'm gonna move on. I don't wanna talk about this. But the logic is, Hamas sends a bunch of people into another country, kills a bunch of civilians, kidnaps a bunch of people, holds them hostage, and they're like, by the way, let's make a deal. And the other side's like, kind of like, yeah, how about no? And then you're like, that's bad. What? What? How do people think like this? Oh my god, all of the criminal shit in America makes so much sense now. All of this, they're just sad, they just have a bad life, they need that TV. Oh, holy fuck, bro. They need those Nikes, holy fuck, bro. Oh my god, I can't. This is unreal. How is this even possible? Like, how do we... Also, I find really rich, by the way? I find incredibly rich? I find it amazing that the defensive argument here, because this is what it is. This isn't my argument. This is the argument in defense. Is that they got baited by Israel lowering their guard, and they got baited, and they're too fucking stupid to even consider not killing people. That's literally what's being said. This is fucking incredible. This is incredible, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. I literally just started stream. Holy fuck. And my brain's already scrambled eggs. I'm not misquoting it. That was your argument. That was literally your argument. Is that Israel lowered the guard? So that's why they attacked. Yeah, we baited Japan. I mean, it's honestly possible. it's honestly possible that happened. I mean, to be fair, it is absolutely possible. I can honestly see that happening. That like they would like lower the security in order to to have like a reason, like a moral justification for like invasion. I can honestly see that. I can see America doing that during World War II. I can see the logic for like Israel doing that now. I definitely can see that. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying that that's impossible. We left Pearl Harbor open. Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. I just don't care if, like, yeah, Netanyahu is evil. He is like Satan. He probably would do that. It doesn't change anything about the conflict, about the dynamic between the two parties, between Israel and Palestine. It changes nothing. Israel is committing a genocide. I don't care if Netanyahu set up the dominoes to make October 7th happen. He's like a master puppeteer. It doesn't fucking matter. They're committing a genocide. That's it. That's all.
And then
they have to stop.
Regardless of what happened there, though, the fact of the matter is that Japan did sneak attack.
We as Americans have to demand it. We have to demand it to stop. If you are watching this and you are an American, speak out. Don't say nothing. Do not. That's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to do that. And if you do that, you are complicit in it. And that's exactly how you'll be remembered. So say something. All of our representatives are bought and sold by Israel. So it seems hopeless, but it's not. It's clearly not, because look at what's happening right now. Americans are more anti-Israel than ever, and suddenly it's all about peace. Oh, let's make a peace deal. Yeah, I wonder. That's a J-star head scratcher right there.
Japan did sneak attack America, and Hamas did send people into Israel to kill a bunch of civilians. And it's just the facts. Unless you're telling me that Hamas is lying and that they're just bragging about it for no reason. Unless you're telling me that Israel killed their own people, and then Hamas was like, yeah, we're taking credit for that. Like,
No, they're not lying.
there's no
You're
way
so
it.
dumb. Nobody's saying that.
I'm not even listening to like the Israeli side of the story. I'm only using Hamas's side.
Leaflit be like, what if my ideological opponent was the dumbest person alive that I could possibly come up with? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I guess then you would be right and they would be wrong, right? Epic. Owned.
So it's not even like,
Owned in the marketplace of ideas. Liberal.
Israel has killed more people than Hamas. I mean, that doesn't matter. The amount of people killed doesn't matter, to be honest. It doesn't.
What? What? It doesn't matter? It doesn't matter at all, really. Okay. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter then. Yeah. Yeah, kill counts don't matter. Yeah, dude.
America must have killed more. I mean, I don't know who killed more people. Let me look. Actually, I don't know, man. The Eastern Front was pretty fucked. I mean, the Eastern Front front's pretty fucked. It's probably still Germany. Let me check. Yeah, dude, the Eastern Front was so fucked.
Russia.
You want to talk about like people dying, man? But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter. Like the kill counts don't matter.
They do.
I could prove this to you. Like, I could prove this right now.
I
So there's a
agree
million people.
that it's not the end-all be-all, okay? Israel isn't just committing a genocide because they've killed more people. But of course it fucking matters. Are you serious? The fuck are you saying? We're talking about human lives right now. These aren't just numbers. These are like people. These are people with experiences that live lives just like you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
By 1 million people.
It don't matter.
Want to kill their children and rape their women. And 1 million people attacked the country of 1,000, but the country of 1,000 had fucking lightsabers and they were all Jedi. And they killed all 1 million of the other people. That doesn't mean that the Jedi people are wrong, obviously. So the kill counts doesn't matter. It's the same with the Ukraine-Russia war. Yeah, isn't Ukraine killing way more people than Russia? So yeah, like, do you think that Russia's in the right then, Posito? Because I know you like Ukraine. You've got like Ukrainian flags in your bio and stuff. If Ukraine killed more Russians, does that mean that they're bad? I'm asking you, if Ukraine has a higher kill count than Russia, does that mean that they're bad? Does that automatically make Ukraine bad? Ukraine was an active military defending itself. So what you're saying then is that it matters. So what you're saying then is that the circumstances matter. They're a part of the equation. That's exactly my point. Ukraine was left wide open for Russia. True. Who got that? Dude, who had the highest? Alright, guys, I'm gonna ask the AI some important questions. Which country had the highest KDA in World War II? I'm asking the really important questions to AI. You know, I gotta know. I gotta know. Thank you so much, by the way, for all the support, you guys. Thank you for Fisheezy. If you don't kill the
can't. I don't think you can quantify that.
Being taken hostages. Yes, that's my point. That was my point, Fisheezy. Thank you so much for reiterating that. Thank you. Chaos Gamer, thank you for the prime. I joined the stream at a fun time. Oh, you did. I'm hoping that the ceasefire Trump's
We know how many deaths happened on both sides. We don't really know who killed who, though, specifically. So you can't really say it. But that being said, it is probably the Russians. Let's be real. It was probably the Russians.
Me too. I'm so tired of it. I really hope so. When I heard the news about the ceasefire, I was like, that's my president. I was like, guys, that's my president. I posted a picture of Nico Robin crying. Count, thank you so much for the vids. They don't think they listen to people they see as intelligent. It's easier to be told than to form your own opinions. It is. It makes my brain itchy. Like, whenever I formulate my own opinions, it makes my brain itchy. Wait, Hamas is not military? Hold on. I have a question. Because wasn't Hamas democratically elected in Gaza? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to check. Come on, Hazel, you gotta know more about this.
Didn't they want this? Didn't they want to get genocided? They elected Hamas. Yeah. Why did they do that? Why did that happen? I am not going to look any further into this. I am just going to leave it at that.
You gotta have me beat on these.
They elected them.
Hamas won majority seats of the Democratic Palestinian legislative elections. Oh dear. No further elections have been held in the Palestinian territory since 2006, so Hamas is still in power. There it is. Okay, guys, I really want to know about this KDA.
They're still in power. They're still in power, even though everyone's dead. Even though they're all dead, they're still in power. Yeah, man.
The fact of the matter is that Hamas is
yeah, such a government that is.
That's a terrible thing for the people that live there.
Yeah, dude.
And that they should be liberated. But that's going to involve military action, unfortunately. So regardless, it would require military action in order to liberate the people. If the people of Gaza actually don't agree with it, then you would need to liberate them. So like regardless, you're kind of going to war at that point. The only military action the IDF cares to do is wipe out everyone. So like, what is your proof of that, Kazuto? Like, again, if that's the case, like why do they like
their words, their actions,
yeah, and if that's true,
everything.
Because they can. Like if the entire world basically told Israel like, yo,
dude,
I don't give a fuck anymore.
Ben-Gvir, they fired him because he wouldn't stop quoting Hitler. Like, do you understand? Like, it's just, they wear it on their sleeve. They don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, we're genociding them. We're Hitler. We're Jewish Hitler. That's what we are. Hitler hated the Jews. Okay? He was a Christian genocidal maniac that hated Jews. We are Jewish genocidal maniacs that hate Muslims. Like Ben-Gvir, like I'm not exaggerating. That is why they fired him. It's not the official reason, of course, but the guy couldn't stop quoting Hitler. There is a section on his Wikipedia article dedicated to him quoting Hitler. It's crazy, dude. Like, what are we talking about?
Crazy. It would be fucking medieval. I'm just saying.
They are genocidal.
If Israel actually didn't care, and the international community was like, yeah, go ham, it would be medieval. All right, guys, we got the KD.
It's already
here,
medieval.
United States top KD.
It's like medieval with bombs.
Ooh.
It's medieval with giant, fast-moving bombs.
Wait, how's that possible? Wait, everyone's negative. I guess. Oh, because of civilians. That's why. Everyone was negative, guys. Everyone was negative. United States 5 to 7.5 KDA ratio. Japan was 3.3 to 6.7. Shit. All right, guys, we're gonna look at who had the best KDA and who had the worst KDA. Okay, guys, United States with the best KDA, 6.1. We've got Germany with 5.5, Japan with 5, UK with 3, Italy with oh my god, Russia, guys, Russia's 0.35. Oh my lord, holy shit. They got absolutely fucking bodied. Dude.
I was dead wrong. No, you're so wrong for that. No, the reason that it's that low, I knew it would be, like, I didn't think it'd be that low. Okay, that's crazy. I still thought that they'd be at the top, honestly. How many people they killed? But no, the reason it's so low is because they literally, like, when they ran out of bullets, they'd be like, okay, now run at them. Now run. And, like, they did that because if you just, like, have enough guys running at the Germans are going to shoot, okay, they're going to kill the guys at the front, but then they got to reload. You know, then they got to stop. They got to stop shooting or they run out of bullets. And literally that was the tactic. That is what they did. Then they killed them. Then they burned everything down. Okay, scorched earth. Let's go. But wow, like that is you can't. It's speculation. Like we can't know. Like let me put it like this: if a German is killed in World War II, you can't really know for sure most of the time who killed them. Was it an American? Was it a Russian? A Frenchman? A British person? Like who knows? A Canadian? It could have been a fucking Canadian. Who knows? There are, cases where you can know for sure, obviously, but it's just like that. That's why this is entirely speculation. Who knows what Russia's real kill-death ratio is? Who knows? I don't.
Yeah, that's not good.
Neither do you.
That's bad.
Liars with absolutely no consideration for the truth, and they will just openly lie and libel and slander you with literally no regard to what's real and dox you. Yes, exactly. Like they're getting bullied. Like they don't want to deal with that in general.
All right, let's see some other stuff that's going on right now. This Hassan dog situation has been pretty crazy. Guys, there's a tweet that says, watching Leaflit VT on Kick right now. She's been tangenting with Tazuto for 40 minutes on a 3-minute Asmongold clip after she made a joke about how Hassan relates everything people criticize him for to Israel and the war in Palestine.
Yeah, you really just shouldn't bring it up. If you are a right-wing person, you just, should not say that, okay? Because you're just going to get bodied. Like, that chatter that she was, arguing with wasn't particularly informed, I don't think. But, wow. Like, you got bodied by that. They were like, hey, what do you think about Israel killing loads and loads of civilians, and the violence never ends, and the meat grinder never stops? Well, I'll tell you what I think about that, chatter. I think that you should think about Palestinians as subhuman orcs. That's what I think. I'm Leaflit. Why don't you try doing that, chatter? Have you considered that maybe the Palestinians are actually little green people, and that's why Israel is blowing up their kin? Yeah, great argument, dude. And I've literally seen this happen before. Whenever somebody's like, oh, Hassan, he always brings it back to Palestine. And then somebody's like, okay, well, like, let's actually talk about Palestine then. And then they just, like, they immediately get shut down. Like, dude, just stop talking about it. Just stop talking about how Hassan won't stop talking about Palestine. Like, of course he won't. What? He's Hassan. He's gonna keep talking about it. Like, shut the fuck up.
The shortest tangent ever.
You're setting yourself up for failure. You see, I'm trying to help out these right wingers. Okay, I'm trying to help them get that bag.